Hey guys, just to let you know, I just got like 95% way through the video and just realized I wasn't recording like at all. So let's start this again. Now, this is a video about an article that I found. I found it somewhere, I think it was on Instagram, somewhere like that. So this is about a woman in the Netherlands. She found a problem, which I don't think was, I think just a normal human being wouldn't find a problem. And she decided to try to fix that. So she thought playing cards were just the most racist sex. She didn't say that, but she thought they were just racist and sexist. So she went to go change uh, the playing cards. So I'll show you. There's a little article here. Let me shrink this and boop that away. So this is from article from Board Panda. I chose this. It was the first one that popped up on my DuckDuckGo, but it was just this right here. 155 downvotes. Honestly, kind of hilarious. So, 23-year-old woman creates gender and race neutral deck of cards. Can't keep up with the orders. So, I guess these people are also from the Netherlands because Jonas Grenziviskis, Dennis type. I'm not even gonna try that, bro. When's the last time you played a card game? Did you notice anything unusual with your card deck? No, not really. No, it's pretty normal. Indy Melnick from the Netherlands certainly thought something was strange. Okay. Last summer, the 23-year-old card fan realized that traditional playing cards were, in her opinion, sexist and racist. So she created a new deck of cards that would be fully inclusive by completely removing gender hierarchy and race differences. Isn't that? I think that's probably my favorite part, is that to be truly inclusive and to have complete social justice, to make everyone just equal, true communism is just to remove the humans just completely. It's it's just like, do these people just not get the irony? It's like some people just can't live with the fact that every human being is different. It's just they just have to drag other people down. It's just, we're so progressive and inclusive that nobody could be on this deck. Indy, spurred by her supportive dad, founded GSB playing cards, where instead of kings, queens, and jacks, the cards feature gold, silver, and bronze. Okay. She had a lot of time on her hands because of the COVID-19 lockdown, so she put her graphic design skills to use. So instead of having a political hierarchy, I guess, like a king, queen, jack, she put in a financial hierarchy with gold, silver, and bronze, because that you just replace one hierarchy with another hierarchy, and I don't get it. And plus, I don't know how putting a financial hierarchy makes it more inclusive, because it's not going to make poor people feel bad. This is this is the thing I hate about inclusivity, or people that scream about inclusivity. They try to include so much shit to try to get everyone's attention that it panders to no one. They pander to everyone and no one likes it. So this is from her, Indy, or whatever her name is. Indy? Yeah, Indy, like Indiana Jones. I would really like to stress that I do not wish to polarize people and take away something. I was raised by my mom to always consider my choices and look for alternatives outside of the box. That is why I wanted to design something more inclusive for those who think like me and want to offer more choice, Indy told Board Panda. So she created this for people like her. Okay, I can respect that. She saw a problem, which me personally, someone like me, I would not buy these cards because it's just honestly just pandering, just over the top pandering. And she felt people like her would like it, and she found an audience. She said she made, I think later on in the article said she made like 50 of them, but she ended up making like 500. So I'm not gonna fault her for that. That's capitalism. It's a supply and demand. She made money off of it. That's actually, honestly, that's good for her. The creator of the gender neutral deck said that she completely agrees with that there are better ways to fight inequality than focusing on playing cards. There are bigger problems and better ways to tackle this demon. And we should focus on those. I just happened to stumble on this. What is it? Stumble on this subtle inequality problem that happened to think of a solution as well as decide to spread it to those who want it. I do not identify myself as a strong activist and try to tackle sexism and racism with my simple cards. I just wanted to provide an alternative, a solution to a small problem. Scroll down for an in-depth, candid interview. Okay, so this is her right here. Not gonna lie, pretty easy on the eyes. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, not bad. So I honestly thought she was gonna look totally different with the rhetoric she was spewing, but yeah, not bad. So these are her playing cards here. So these, I could see that it's BSG for bronze, silver, and gold. Honestly, looking at that, I'm not really a fan. I don't like playing cards with the 4 pips on each corner. But I think that's more like a European thing. She's in the Netherlands. I think the Netherlands is in Europe, I think. Yeah, it's kind of repeating. This article is kind of lazy because it's kind of just repeating itself right here. And these are the back designs. I don't really care for it. But so these are the cards you replace. So she removed the kings, replace them with gold, remove the queens and the jacks, and they're all one-way designs, and I really just don't care for it. And right here it says that she changed all the things herself. She actually graphically designed all these things. So this is all her doing. I could actually respect that she saw something and thought she could put her little twist on it, did that. Like I said earlier, that's capitalism. She didn't go to somebody. She didn't do what Hollywood does nowadays, is take, oh hey, you guys want another Ariel? You know what? We're gonna make that Ariel. We're just gonna make her black, and now it's a brand new thing. And they're just gonna make the same exact freaking movie, and they're gonna make the same thing just worse. And they've been doing it for the past I don't understand why people do that. They see a trailer for a Disney movie. Oh hey, remember this as a kid? We just swapped a couple things around, but it's the same exact thing, just done way lazier. People see it, and then everyone says it sucks, and then the next trailer comes out and they get hyped again. I don't understand that. And is that people in Hollywood, they actually take some stupid politics and they take something that people love, like Star Wars, and just shove it down people's throats. She actually took something herself, something original, something she could do, or something she could sell, did it on her own. She didn't go to Bicycle or Theory 11 saying that your cards are sexist and racist. I still understand the racist part because it's because they're all white. I don't know why something being mono-racial makes it racist. It's just that we just grew up with that with playing cards. I've also seen playing cards with black people on it, but their faces are still white. It's just that playing cards are just so old. We're just so used to seeing the card as that one color. They're like the Simpsons, or they're like Legos. We're just used to seeing that. I don't know what this has to do with race at all. And also, people, this is the problem. This is very communist rhetoric. It's like, oh, I got rid of it, so it's just so inclusive for everyone. We're all the same. We're just all on the same level. And this is like that picture with the equity or whatever. Is that these people feel like they deserve something to be on the same level as someone that works 10 times harder than them, but they deserve the same exact treatment, which that's just not how humans work. Humans work with a hierarchy. That's why you have a boss, and that boss has a boss. That's why you have a president with the executive branch and the judicial branch. So you have all these different things because you need hierarchies to check. But they just think everyone's just on this flat plane where they can't touch anything. And the other thing I don't understand is that it's the people. She said she looked at the queen, the kings, and said, "Why are the kings worth more than the queen?" But my question is that why are the queens worth more than the jacks? It's the same thing. I don't understand. And the jack, and the other thing is that like the queen, honestly I don't know what the queen really does. Like when you read a history books, it's usually the king does everything. I don't know, but like in America it's honestly like that too. It's like the president does everything and the first lady is just kind of on the side. She just kind of does a couple things, and like the president just gives her a job to do for the next 4 years. That's how it is here. I honestly also in England, you don't really the Queen Elizabeth doesn't do anything. She really just collects taxpayer money. That's all she does. That's why I hear what British people say. That's not my opinion. That's what I hear what Brits say. So there was also something here. So honestly, I am completely serious that she went out, she created something for herself, and people like her. That's commendable. She could do that. And she saw a problem. I didn't see it. Well, a lot of people honestly didn't see it. 155 people didn't see it this either. But there's an article here from Fox did the same thing, and there's a tweet by Reuters. In the Netherlands, their European cards a little bit different. Like this is, I guess that's the Jack and that's the Queen. But I think like for D they use like Duchess or something.
I would hope to raise awareness about subtle inequalities as well, like inequalities in card games like this, and how that does still influence people in their daily lives as well.
But some Dutch card players players are skeptical about her creation. So they're just saying there's some based Netherland people out there. Netherlanders? Is that what you call them? Well, that's another thing people don't understand is that elderly people, they're pretty based about a lot of stuff. They just really don't give a shit because they're about to die in a couple years. And have you ever met a European person? I grew up and worked with a lot of European people, and they're very, in a way, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but culturally, they're very stern in a way. That's probably the best way to put it. They're just very stern. That's just how they are culturally. And when you meet the most stern people you ever meet are, I'd say, foreign elderly people. They just don't give a shit. But Europeans, iets wat te zeggen.
Ik ben nu 36 jaar en ik heb nog nooit gehoord dat iemand, dat een vrouw zich ondergewaardeerd voelt of een boer. Nee, echt nog nooit. Nee.
Yep, that is exactly what I was saying. Is that this is just someone that just lives in this. How do I turn this back on? Very privileged world where they just feel like these playing cards are just so oppressive. I feel so undervalued. But at least she went out and tried to solve the problem herself, found some success with it, which is, I don't have a problem with that. There's another person that's out there that went out and did the same thing, but in America, and the girl's much younger. I don't really want to get into that because it's a child. I don't want it to be like I'm bullying the child. Literally, this female who did this, we're literally like the same. I think we're the same exact age now. I just turned 24. But she made these cards. I think it's really unnecessary what she did. But hey, she put her own money into it, made some money back, and that's really it. It is honestly just cringe. I do find it to be just complete cringe at this point, but nothing really I could do about it. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't want to go into like making fun of this kid who make the similar thing, but I do have right here that the video, the like to dislike ratio, yeah, people just don't care. It's just like that's the problem nowadays, is that people create these bubbles where they say the same exact thing. Like these people who live on Twitter, they constantly have this identity, I don't know what to say. They have this ideological bent where it's all the same exact people in this echo chamber saying the same exact thing. Even it could be something, a complete lie, something that doesn't make sense, but these people constantly just reinforce it. And when they take that Twitter ideological idea and drop it into the real world, people are just like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What? And hey, the person I'm talking about now, the kid who made the same exact thing, she won. What was her funding goal? Let me look at this real quick. Funding goal was 65, which is still insane. 65, almost 66 grand, and she ended up making $500,000. $500,000. So that's the thing about the left. They know how to organize and support each other, and it's true. But yeah, that's really it. Yeah. I don't know how to end this video. Bye.